Hello friends, in this video we will first prepare benzopinacol by photochemical reduction of benzophenone and then make benzopinacolone by the Pinacol-pinacolone rearrangement reaction. Benzopinacol or tetraphenyl-ethane 1,2-diol is actually a glycol with 4 phenyl groups, 2 each attached to the 2 carbon atoms. The basic structure is actually that of a pinacol, that is, the carbon atom is occupied by the methyl groups, and in benzopinacolone the methyl groups are replaced by the benzene ring. Okay, let us move on to the preparation of benzopinacol. We need about 5 grams of benzophenone, 25 ml of 99% isopropyl alcohol and 1 ml glacial acetic acid. Here I have pre-weighed 5 grams of benzophenone in this container. Benzophenone is a white crystalline in nature. In the beaker I have 25 ml of 99% isopropanol. Now I take a small bottle and transfer both the benzophenone and isopropyl alcohol into it. I am using this bottle so that I can cap it firmly and make it airtight. I am doing this because I am unable to find my rubber cork to the Erlenmeyer flask that I have. Airtight reaction vessel will prevent any unwanted reaction that may occur with air, and it also prevents the loss of yield of the isopropyl alcohol. After transferring the benzophenone, with the help of a funnel, we pour in the isopropyl alcohol. After that, we add 1 ml glacial acetic acid with the help of a dropper. It was added to prevent any basic cleavage of the desired product. Now we close the cap tightly and then we vigorously shake the bottle and let all the reactants mix together and also dissolve the benzopinacol in alcohol. After that, we keep the bottle in sunlight for 3 to 4 days. After 3 to 4 days, we observe some crystals forming in the bottle. Let it stand in sunlight for another day in order to ensure complete crystallization. What is happening here is a photochemical reaction, that is the reductive coupling of 2 molecules of benzophenone. Now we filter to obtain the crystals and then we will dry it. I am using a simple gravity filtration method to obtain the crystals here. Here you can see the crystals of benzopinacol in the funnel. Now we move on to the preparation of benzopinacolone. Materials required are 1.5 grams benzopinacol, 0.1 gram of iodine and 25 ml glacial acetic acid. Start by taking a round bottom flask and then add 1.5 grams of benzopinacol into it. The round bottom flask was set up on a tripod because we will be refluxing the mixture soon. After adding the benzopinacol, we then add a very little amount of iodine. Now we add 25 milliliters of glacial acetic acid. After adding the glacial acetic acid, we start to heat the solution with the help of a reflux condenser on top. We will continue our reflux for about 10 minutes. This is the actual reaction that is taking place. Now let us see the mechanism of this reaction. In acidic medium, we have H+ ions. It attacks either one of the 2 OH groups of benzopinacol as the bulk is equal on both sides. It forms the OH2+ ion. This then takes a pair of electrons from the carbon atom and leaves as water molecule. So now the positive charge is on the carbon atom. Next, what happens is called aryl shift. The aryl group comes and occupies the carbon having the positive charge. Now the positive charge is on the next carbon, so a lone pair from the OH group is laid down to form the carbon-oxygen double bond and H+ is released, forming the benzopinacolone. After about 10 minutes, we take out the solution from the reflex and then let it cool. On cooling, a yellowish white precipitate is formed, and this is the crude benzopinacolone. Now we have to filter this crude precipitate. I will again use a simple gravity filtration method to separate the crude product. During the course of filtration, I washed the product a couple of times with glacial acetic acid to purify it. I am using a glass syringe to take the glacial acetic acid and then I pour directly on top of the crude product. You can clearly see that the product is getting much white in color. After washing for a few times with glacial acetic acid, we will let the compound dry and then we get the pure white and fluffy benzopinacolone. And here we have the white fluffy benzopinacolone powder. I would like to take this opportunity to thank my Patreon supporters who have financially supported me so that I could get the materials required for doing all these experiments. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you loved the contents of this video, do hit the subscribe button and click on the bell button. And if you want to join me in Discord, you can do that by joining my server. I will give the link to that in the description.